I've been yelled at many times.
Good morning.
She has been yelled at many times. We need to that's the one bad thing about going live. Like I can't see it until it's going live.
Yeah,
It's
you
okay.
can't. Yeah, and since we have to name it before we even get on, ta-da! Start your engines.
It's May in Indianapolis.
It's May 1st in Indianapolis. And you know what that means? I think everybody on 465, which goes around our city,
They're in training.
they're all in training
They think
They are all in
Yeah.
training for sure.
for the track. I'm serious. They just kind of get out there and away they go.
I'm gonna go close that window because we get like a major glare. We're looking like we're glaring there.
Yeah,
Are we
you
clear?
can't see my sunburn this way. It's
Yeah.
nice.
Is that better or worse?
That is a little
Yeah,
better,
it's better.
but we should turn a little because we're getting Jamie's window. We get the window in behind me. I have to sit like this.
Hi from Las Vegas. You're up early today.
Oh my gosh!
Do you want me to turn you a little like this? You want to
Yeah, there
scooch
you go.
over?
There we go. I can do that.
Okay. Scooch over.
I can scooch over.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Las Vegas. What are you doing up
And
so early?
Ontario.
In Ontario and Central Illinois. Hi, guys.
Looking forward to talking with you today. So this is Flock Around the Table.
Again, start your engines.
Start your engines on Sunday, May 1st, number 92.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? We're almost 100.
Stop it.
I can't. This has been like amazing.
She's got her drum set over here again,
I got
guys.
it on today.
So I'm Colleen.
And Sue.
And I'm
And this
crazy.
crazy one over here is Deborah.
Or Squirrel.
Or Squirrel.
Or girl.
Whichever
whatever.
you wanna call her.
Whatever you want to do, hair stuff. And so, yeah. And anybody who does the IndyCar racing, NASCAR is pretty big though too. And when we get to the end of, isn't it in September?
Did you see that evil glare that she gave you when
She's
you
done
said that?
June.
Like that was
June?
I think June and something else. I don't
Oh.
know.
you
You
said
know
that
they're
that
not
was
the
a,
same, right?
No.
Yeah, so that's why you got the.
Oh.
you got the stink eye.
Well, I know the
No.
cars are different.
Yes, the cars are different.
The cars are different.
The-
Indy cars are like really flat down and they have the tires way out here on
It's
the
called
side.
open wheel racing.
And aren't Formula 500 more like IndyCar?
Formula One
Formula One.
is more like IndyCar.
more like
They used to
IndyCar.
be the same series and then they split. So you've got Formula One and you've got IndyCar. And then
Brickyard.
NASCAR end of November. Okay, thanks. And then you have, the Brickyard's in the summertime. So then we have NASCAR, which is more stock cars. And so those cars more like smash into each other when they're driving. And
But they look like cars.
yeah, they look like
a regular
cars.
car.
Okay.
And they've got stickers all over them for the headlights. It's really weird to me. And then IndyCar and Formula One, there's a lot more aerodynamics and engineering that goes into it.
Well, see, I knew NASCAR didn't have headlights because
there are stickers.
they have stickers because the Pixar movie,
Oh,
he had stickers and he didn't have lights while he was out and about. So, yeah. So I knew that they only had stickers.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's just to make it look like a car because you don't want any extra weight on any of this stuff. And now, what was Ford versus Ferrari? Was that was Daytona
So that
or
would,
something like one of
so that would be NASCAR.
they would go like 24 hours or something.
Well,
like
there's
that.
the 24 of Le Mans, which is
Maybe that's it.
endurance,
Yeah.
performance. So that's different.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's all kinds of motorsports. I married into this, so I'm learning. I'm not an expert, but I know a little bit more than Deb, I think.
Yeah, a lot more. Than,
I just know a little bit about cars, but not about races.
Yeah, a lot more than me. I used to, when I worked at Methodist, I worked on the trauma unit. And so we would get the injuries as they came back. And, or after they would run around and they'd smash their feet in the front of the cars. But now that it's not as bad now as it used to be, but their feet were like all like.
Well, yeah,
this.
you
No,
were
hamburger.
stuck in
No,
there.
stop.
Yeah.
I don't even.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
So
so who likes pie?
I have to order a pie today.
Hey, Hey,
you?
look my
Yeah.
shirt, guys. Look. May the 4th be with you on the 4th. I just
Yeah.
wore it today so that everybody would know that I was thinking of them on the 4th.
Right, right.
So you'd all be ready for the 4th this week. Big busy week.
Well, oh no, you know what? Not to be a topper, but I'll tell you about my week.
Okay.
May 3rd is my mom's birthday.
Oh my.
May 5th is John's. That's my husband.
Oh my gosh.
May 7th is my father's. And I think there's Mother's Day in there.
Yeah, it is.
And I have a business trip Tuesday through Thursday. So happy birthday, everybody.
So you're gonna miss most of it.
We're
What,
flying to.
did you plan that out?
No, I didn't. I'm going to Toronto. I have never been to Canada.
Oh, that'll be nice.
So I'm looking forward to it.
That'll be cool.
Yeah,
You travel well, though.
I do. Yes.
Yeah, and she had one of her last jobs. She was all over Europe. Budapest, Sweden,
Poland.
went to Mexico, Poland. She did really good.
Yeah, every other week I was gone.
Yeah, she was gone.
I got a lot of knitting done though.
You did really good too. And she didn't even use a
Oh.
translator. She just borrowed people.
Hey, her birthday's tomorrow.
Whose birthday tomorrow?
I can't read from here.
Is it Susie? Susie Parks.
Susie Parks, happy birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, everybody in May, happy birthday. And I'm not here on Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to everybody who's going to be in Mother's Day.
Yeah. That may be that we've done that before where we took a Mother's Day off.
Yeah, and I think, are you going to? Yeah.
We may take a Mother's Day off because you will be on the water
Probably if it's nice out.
if it's nice.
I will be on the water,
She'll be on the water.
heading down towards Honduras.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
This yarn is fascinating. It looks gray here, but then pink there.
It's just the lighting.
I know it's the lighting.
I'm working on my sweater again, guys. I was all week long. When I wake up at 2:00 in the morning every day. This morning was 2:30. I know, right? I don't get it. I don't understand. And when I wake up, I'm just up. So I've been watching stuff on Netflix at my dining room table, and I've been working on my corner to corner. So
Wow, you were getting going.
I probably put on like 3 or 4 inches on that on the decrease. So
Hey Trish, thanks. I'll take a look at the yarn shops. I haven't had a chance to Google anything yet, and then I think I'm traveling with my boss who is 3 levels up. So
Oh, really?
So he'll learn that we need to stop at a yarn shop.
yeah. He'll make sure he understands that yarn shops are in the itinerary.
Yeah, I like Toronto. Toronto's a very nice city.
I'm pretty
It's
excited.
pretty easy to get around. Oh, and plus you're really getting out to the airport. Not just, you're like, yay! Charlie's not going to be too happy, but
No.
Yeah.
And hey, can I call you Canadian viewers if I get stuck, if I can't get back into the US? Can I come sleep on your couch?
no, bro, I'm sure someone will let you back in there if everything will go as planned.
San Antonio, we got San Antonio in the house.
I hope it's warmer there than it is here.
It probably
It
is.
should be.
It better be.
Yeah, I think
It was
is.
rather chilly this morning, and we got 1.5 inches of rain last night, according to our rain gauge that my
Yeah,
husband had to
we
get.
did too. Yeah,
Oh wow.
we did too.
And so
And it's noisy.
well, I think that was the only thing that I slept through.
And it was thunder
And
and,
then I
lightning and
woke up-
everything.
Yeah, and then I woke up and it wasn't raining anymore, and it hasn't rained since.
do we need to put that on? Do we need to get one of those noise maker things for you?
Maybe I don't know, but yeah, there was lots of thunder and lightning
Yeah.
before I went to bed at like 10 or something.
Good.
But yeah, so 1.5 inches of rain. My husband wasn't thinking he was going to be able to golf today because he figured it would be cart path only. And he called and they're like, nope, you're good to go. And I'm like, get 1.5 inches of rain. I can't believe that they don't have it cart path only. But at any rate, my husband is golfing this morning.
Well, that's good.
So the storms last night, I don't remember them. I don't think I woke up, and then I looked at my sleep profile. Oh yeah, I'm like, no wonder I'm so tired. Right, so I was up or moving around or high stress or whatever metric you want to use or word you want to use. And my
In your sleep.
yeah, in
your
my sleep, my watch and phone, they're like, yeah, you did not rest.
I should look at mine.
Yeah,
I
you
should look
should.
to see what mine says.
'Cause I don't remember any of
Mine
it.
probably says that I was in REM sleep for like 4 hours because I just woke up and I was just awake.
I drool, and so I'm afraid I'll drool on my watch. So because I sleep like this, and
My bed keeps track of mine.
Oh yeah, you have a smart bed.
Yeah, I do have a smart bed.
Damn.
I think I have a smart refrigerator than my bed, but
it's bad enough my phone beeps at me, and this thing beeps at me and says, "Time to stand, time to breathe.
80
You better
degrees
finish
there.
your rings." Then my bed's gonna beep at me and tell me to sleep different.
No, my bed doesn't beep
what
at
the
me.
heck?
It just sends it to an app on my phone and tells me.
Why don't you turn your notifications off?
Yeah. Why don't you just turn your notifications off?
Sorry,
How do you do that?
No, that's fine.
I had to find my phone this morning. Thank God I had this. If you push this, it here, there's a button and it lets you find. See, like it tells me my watch is with me. How do you like that?
Yeah. Oh, your watch is on you, you moron.
Yeah. And I can ding my phone, my watch. It'll tell me it's right here. It says it's at 925 West 73rd Street. Which, oh, sorry, that's where I live anyway. Now it caught up. It says here on Soundville. And if you play the sound, it'll like ding at you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's technology, Deb. We understand.
Well, whatever.
We can work on your notifications after this.
Yeah, I'll wear them.
Yeah.
I always forget to turn stuff back on. That's my biggest problem. And with my phone, I'll turn it off. And then 3 days later, I can't find anything. I can't find my phone because even with Mikey calling it, it's off. And so we run around the house looking for it. And yeah, so I rarely turn notifications off. So I'm not the bright.
I don't know what to say.
I'm not sure if I know what to say either because I don't think she understands the difference between notifications and your ringtone.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Probably. She's like, probably not.
You know how I get my electronics to work?
You hand it to your husband.
No, every time. Mikey, if you don't get down here, I'm going to put a back to this thing. And he's there in a second.
Yeah.
Fixes it every time. And I'm like, thanks. Having my fun and games.
Mm-hmm.
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 But see, he gets mad because I play games on the computer.
Well, speaking of games, so last night or the night before, whatever, my in-laws are here. And so they were sitting at the couch and chair here in our great room. And they each have an iPad and they're both doing something. One of them has the sound on. Now, my husband and I are sitting on the other side of the room and we can't tell which one of them has the sound on, but we're all trying to watch a movie as well. So my husband turns and says, whoever's got the sound on, turn it down. Neither one of them could tell that there was any sound coming. And my mother-in-law is like, well, I'm in my emails, so there's no sound here. My father-in-law is like, I don't hear anything. I just kind of sit there. My husband's like, well, could you turn the sound down? Because we can hear it. We can hear it over here.
Sounds like my sister. She can sit in the casino for 16 hours listening to all the bells and whistles. But the minute she comes up and she hears my game playing, can you turn the sound off? That's bothering me. I just, yeah, that's the way the world goes.
It is what it is.
Did you guys all have a good local yarn shop day? Did everybody go? And I didn't because I have way too much. So I didn't go and support my local yarn shop. Sorry about that, but I've supported it in the past, so I figure that's good enough. And so
I hit every other shop in this town.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were shopping
yesterday.
for sheets.
Oh, that's right.
For sheets.
Yeah. She was on a sheet day.
I was
Mm-hmm.
I was out on our local reservoir for the juniors regatta. I was in a chase boat driving a launch with a referee in it. So I was not going to the yarn shop, nor was I knitting. But
yeah, that's not one of those leisurely activities where you could just bring a pair of socks with you.
No, I don't bring knitting. Nope. Have to pay attention.
And you're on the water. So.
Yes. Oh, you bought yarn from your stash. That's awesome. There you go, Sam.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That is smart.
That's the best way to do it. There you go. I guess I sort of did that too. So
yeah. What looks good in my stash?
What looks good in my stash? I have to get all my stuff together this week for what I'm taking and what I'm finishing.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say anything because you know my you know what? I make fun of her because she brings everything, including the kitchen sink, when she travels. So I do kind of tease her a little bit about how much stuff she whatever. And the one time she went, she was like, I'm downsizing because Sue says blah blah blah. And now she blames it on me that she didn't have enough clothes.
I didn't. It was so hot and sticky on that cruise. And all I did was brought enough for one day. I mean, for each day, you know, but I was so hot and sticky that I ran out of clothes to wear. And so this time I'm not going to run out of clothes.
It's my fault.
It's her fault. I blamed her.
My fault.
But on the last cruise, though, when we went to Mexico, I used my little one.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, I opened it up, but I used my little one. I did not take the big one. But I brought an extra rolly one with all my stuff in it.
With all your bags in it.
Yeah, with all my bags.
With all the bags in
and
it.
all my things I'm working on.
I did kind of make fun of her a little excessively about everything that she has, like her curling iron and her flip-flops and her toothbrush. Everything has its own fucking bag that she has made. Excuse my language. But everything has a bag. And the bag goes into another bag. Well, like all of the toiletries will be bagged individually.
Because I don't want them to leak.
Handmade bag. And then those bags will all go together like into a separate bag. And then those bags go into another bag.
It's nice and organized though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
But
it's great for and I learned that lesson because of TSA.
Yep.
When they go in and they check your bag, randomly check, they are not nice.
Yep.
It's one of these.
Yep.
And then when they stuff it,
they don't care.
They don't care. They just sort of push it in, stand on top of the suitcase. And then when you open it, everything's right here in the center and it goes boing and all the sides are open and everything. It's terrible. They put a note and say, sorry, but we had to inspect your bag.
They've gotten better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had that happen to me once years ago, and my head almost exploded.
I was like,
but I was just like, you have a suitcase, worth of bags.
Yeah, so my shirts go in one zippered bag, and my pants go in a zippered bag, and my underwear is laid out like this
in a bag,
in a zipper bag that sits in a bag that sits here.
That's what I do.
Yeah, and my shoes.
Do you put each set of shoes in their own bag? Do you put your hairbrush into a bag?
Nope.
Each curling iron gets its own bag, and she has like 2 or 3.
I'll have to make you some shoe bags because they're really handy.
Okay.
Because then they go together. Because then you don't have to worry on the way out.
I must be the oddball here, guys.
Wait a second.
I just throw shit into my suitcase and I go.
But I can travel for a week in a bag that's this big, right? So
she's really good at it.
Say what you want. I got it down pat.
She does. I'm a spiller.
So you need extra.
So I need extra.
So am I, but I have also learned that every place that I travel to has places where I can just purchase another shirt if I need to.
Not always, because I'm a double X and I'm round.
So am I.
Yeah, but I'm round, and you can't always find a shirt that fits.
I didn't say that fits, but I said I could buy.
So the only good thing about a cruise is if you run out of clothes, you can put your swimming suit on and put your cover on over it, and then you're set. That's your outfit for the week because nobody knows,
So when I go to warm places like that, I bring a bunch of tech shirts, like workout shirts.
Yeah.
Because they're so lightweight. And then you can wash them in your sink if you need to.
And then
she won't wash anything. Yeah.
Well, she won't wash anything, right? Like if you bring 7 shirts for 7 days and there's one day you need to wear 2 because it's hotter than hell, then you can quickly rinse it out.
But she has explained ad nauseum. She will not wash anything while she's traveling.
You can take like your gym clothes material into the shower with you, and when you wash yourself.
That's a good idea. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what I do with my hats and my headbands from working out.
Oh, that's a good idea.
All I do is throw them at the bottom of the shower,
and
so
then
it gets all the soap
and everything, and that's a good idea.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't wash clothes on a cruise ship because when we went to Australia, it was 21 days, and my bathroom would look like a Chinese laundry the entire time because of my sister.
I understand that.
And so she would, when she'd get bored, she'd go in there with the hair dryer and just go around the room to add. This is before they fixed. It was 2012, I think. And we had a handicapped room because of her CPAP. Now they don't give you a handicap. They fixed finally.
Oh no, they actually
an extra
know
plug.
what that is.
Well, and they put extra plugs in the room. They used to only have like one plug up here, and now they have an extra plug. And some of them, the newer ships, they've actually put them at the headboard, which makes sense, to do that. So, but we had this super great handicap room. The only problem is the ledge for the shower was like this big.
Oh, yeah.
And so we flooded the bathroom every time we used, we took a shower. So I always felt bad about that, but they seemed not to be upset about it. Yeah. So anyway, and somebody's got to carry everything. Somebody has to have everything.
Yeah. I would like to travel with you because I can probably pack half the amount of shit I need, and you've got everything else.
Yeah, and that's my sister. One year, I think she packed two pairs of underwear and the shirt she had on because she worked the night before we left, and she met us at the airport, and she bought everything once we got down at Disney.
Yeah.
I could do that with her too. I'd be like, I don't even need to pack anything.
Well, I carry everything because everybody needs something, and I have to have it. So, but I know this trip because my husband's going with, and he's just like me.
He's a pack rat too.
Yeah, he packs everything just in case. But he's totally out of practice. He hasn't traveled.
Mm-hmm. It's hard.
Yeah.
Watch him pack. He's going to struggle.
Oh, I know. It ought to be pretty hysterical because he hasn't traveled. I mean, he was out not like you every other week, but he was
pretty close
to it. And so he had it like that. I mean, it'd be 11 o'clock at night. His flight leave at 6 o'clock in the morning. And I'd be like, aren't you packed yet? He goes, no, I'll be ready to go. Yeah. And he never missed a flight or anything.
Do it in the morning.
Because he could just, nothing would go, And then.
That's me.
Now, the more time I have, the more I pack and then unpack. I change my mind.
You worry, you fret over it forever.
Yeah. I already made my list out.
Is it on a spreadsheet?
No.
You should have a spreadsheet of what you need to take on your trips.
No.
That way you can just go to your spreadsheet.
No, that's not fun. I like to write it out, and it's in my...
You love making spreadsheets.
I know.
Make a freaking graph.
But it's a notebook, and then I look back to where I've been to think, I was in the Caribbean on this date, and I took that. Oh, that's a good idea. So then I go over here, and I'll write it down, to kind of keep track of stuff. Yeah. That's how I got caught the last time I went to Florida. I didn't take the handicap sticker because I don't usually drive, and I forgot it. And it was one of those things. But so Mikey had to FedEx.
Hi, Maggie in South Africa.
Hi, Maggie. Maggie,
hey,
you with us every week, don't you? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we caught her again.
Yeah. So, local. I was online, and some of the places online had some pretty cool stuff. Patterns and things, but it's just like, I don't know. Do I need more?
There was like the one sort of place that I didn't make into yesterday was the yarn shop.
Yeah. Well, they don't carry sheets.
They don't.
And you're not a fast knitter, so knitting her a pair of sheets wouldn't have worked.
That was not going to happen.
No.
That, and she wanted specific kind too.
Oh.
Yeah,
of course. I could have made her a pillowcase. I know how to make pillowcases, but I don't know how to make sheets.
Yeah, we got them, but I had to drive all over Zionsville, Carmel, Noblesville, back to Carmel. That's okay. It's all good. We got we ended up getting what she wanted.
Casapinka had a free pattern for Logan. Does she then turn around and sell that pattern later on? Does she put a price on it?
I don't know.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, I'll have to find out. It
likely.
Was a pretty okay pattern. It took 2 fingerings, and I'm sure I have fingerings at home too.
Who doesn't have a couple of fingerings at home?
Yeah, I have a couple of fingerings at home. Well, I spent most of my week kind of between knitting and crocheting. Here, I'll finish this one little part and then I'll show you how far I got on my thing. I want to wear this on Saturday when we get on the plane. How cool do you think that would be? For some reason, I just have this urge.
Oh, you're making good progress. Look at
Yeah,
that.
Look at
see?
that.
Look at that.
Look at-
Isn't that pretty cool?
You need to come over this way with it.
I will.
Here.
See?
Oh yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I
It's
like
fun.
I like the feeling too.
Yeah,
It's a
Yeah.
it's just rayon.
Rayon.
Yeah, I know. It
So
will
I,
be
you
super
know,
hot.
I think it'll be really pretty cool either way with a nice, see, and it goes around
Yeah.
with a white shirt.
Yeah.
And like I tell some of these guys before, I could technically be packed. I bought a black skirt. I do have to hem it this much. I figured I could do that between that and my t-shirts. I'm
You're
packed
set.
for the week
Yep.
because it's black. So if I spill, who cares? Unless it's something white, then I'm in trouble. I do spill a lot.
I'm gonna
Oh,
keep
man.
I'm gonna zip my lip. I'm gonna zip my lip.
Usually you can tell, oh, what'd you have for lunch? Well, I don't know. There's an egg
There's
over
some
here.
egg dripping there. That was
And-
breakfast.
Oh, this
and
was
then
the shrimp from yesterday.
hot
Yeah.
sauce.
So, you know. whatever.
So I spent the better part of my week working on. I'll go grab it and bring it over. Working on my corner to corner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me go
got it.
grab it. Let me grab it.
Now, I actually sat down and thought, gee, wouldn't that be something cool to do on the ship?
Yeah.
The only thing is if it becomes a blanket,
It's big.
how do you pack it then? You know, I mean, it's going to take up more room than
Yeah,
the
I don't-
yarn did.
I don't travel with my blanket.
So I don't think I'm going to do that. I think it's going to be a hat, mittens.
So this is my scrappy
Look at this.
corner to corner.
Oh wow.
You really did rock. You were
Wow.
like down here.
I did from here up. So the start of the lime green.
You did.
Wow.
I think,
Up.
wow, you really have. Because look how big this is. This is like.
Well, it's not.
This
It'll
is
be
big.
a nice little lap blanket.
I mean, it's bigger than my blanket that I've been working on for 5 years.
This is really cool.
but this
Corner to corner crochet is
this
the
I
greatest.
may have done next week.
Gosh.
Maybe 2 weeks for sure.
Depends on how long your in-laws stick around.
It's I've been waking up at 2:30 in the morning, guys. So because this is something I don't want to work on in the heat of the summer,
Oh no, never.
but so I lay it on my kitchen table
Right.
and I do it on the kitchen table and watch a series or whatever.
And I think she's kind of overdoing a few. She's been making stitch markers and what are you calling them? Tip benders?
My
Minders.
husband calls them tip huggers.
Tip huggers.
Well, that's a good idea. That's what they are.
Oh, but
Actually, some lady, we were at Starbucks. I was putting on the end of my things, and she said her daughter-in-law knits, and she wanted to know what they were. And I said, well, they're tip enders. I forget, hugger. And I told her to go to Sue's Etsy shop and get them. And she said, that is a terrific idea.
Great.
So,
so I found. I'm just gonna say I'm sorry.
Why? I love those. I saw
Aren't
those. Those
they
are adorable.
cute?
Mushrooms and matching needle huggers.
they
They're absolutely adorable.
They're up on Etsy, but they also have photos on Instagram, so you can see them a little closer.
they're fluorescent.
They're not fluorescent, guys.
No.
Well,
They look
they're-
like they're fluorescent on there, but they're not.
bright. They're brighter.
They're like primary colors, so purple, teal,
I
green,
love
yellow.
them.
And this one, you have like a coral and an orange and red, and you have like a orange and coral. She matches
I
it.
matched the
Coordinating.
mushrooms to the tip huggers.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
You are becoming a matchy goddess. And look
I know they're all matchy.
they're so cute.
So, and of course, I was sitting here
Little
at night
toadstools.
with my in-laws here, and I'm putting the stitch markers together, and I'm trying to match the bead
Uh-huh.
to the
Yeah.
mushroom.
Uh-huh.
And I
That's hard.
finally went,
Forget it.
Nah,
"What in the flock of birds are you doing, Susan? Just do silver."
Yeah.
they're
So that's what I did.
So cute.
Yeah.
Go
They're
on
cute.
there and see them. They're great.
Snag free, because I glue my fingers together, making sure that
I
those
love
joints are.
those.
Aren't they fun?
They
I
are
might have to
adorable.
procure some.
Yeah.
I might know somebody who has
I
some.
figured.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We have a connection in the industry.
So I put those up, but I also put up some more. So I have the solid color needle huggers with the lobster claw on them,
Like this one.
like that, but without the
Mm-hmm.
so it's kind of like this with the lobster claw on it, but solid color. I got more colors up. So if you look at that listing on Etsy, there's like every color.
Give me that.
Mine's purple.
I don't want to lose it.
Purple, pink,
Yeah, I know
teal,
you don't.
light blue,
It's
red.
like you got to put it in a spot. That's why I'm so glad. I did lose them, and then Sue put the lobster claw
put
in
it
it,
back
and then
on.
now I don't lose them
I
anymore.
love it.
It's just a coolest idea.
I don't have that one up on Etsy yet, so you are special.
I am special in many ways. Okay, good morning. Blah, 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 blah. Colleen must. Thanks, Karen. Karen, I have about 1/4 of an inch left to do before I do my decrease. So the goal is to get this done before I get on a plane on Tuesday. So then,
On Tuesday,
I
you
think
can
you
do a
can. I
sock.
think you can, and then you're going to do another one.
So then I'm going to do this as a Muscleberg for John while I'm traveling because it's easy. This is from the Wool Baron. It is.
It's really cool color.
Fondly Go.
It's a really cool like guy color.
Yeah, they're guy colors. It's stripy.
Well, not that a
No,
woman couldn't wear it
no.
too, but
But it's very guy.
It's fun for a guy. It's not like gray or black or blue.
Black, brown, rust,
teal.
A couple shades of blue in there, Karen. So you might like this
You
too.
might like to too. Well, you and Karen flock together.
We do.
You have your own little flock of color over there.
Yeah.
You know.
You guys can swap your colors. You
We
could
can.
swap your stashes and you
They'd
both
be
be
the
totally
same.
happy.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, look
We're
at this
gonna
one. I
need,
didn't know about this one.
She's got another new hat out. I think it's called Porty.
Who
Osada. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's got another new hat out, another no gauge hat.
Oh.
Yeah. Just a
this
regular
one has gauge.
Well, as she calls it, no, I think she calls it no gauge, but because you just do it and then you decide
Yeah.
which,
Well, you
the
get
thing
your
to do
gauge after you start it.
it. So she's got another one out too. So, and this,
Flock of birds.
what the heck are
She's
you
on the
doing?
struggle bus. I thought I was on the struggle bus this morning. You've got me beat over there. I don't know what you're doing.
I don't either. I'm staying on my side of the tube here, And since it is May the 4th week,
Yeah.
Lolo put out a series of Star Wars. And I got my first one. So I'm going to share it with you. Mikey thought the name was the best part of this whole thing. It says, I got a bad feeling about this. It's fingering. It's oranges and browns and a little bit of black. Very kind of Halloweenish, I think. Very fall-like. You never hold it up in the right sound. But this is Lolo.
Good, yeah.
Did it. And I'll get another one in June, July, and August.
Is that
For her
figurine?
Star Wars. Yeah. It is 85-15 superwash, 440 yards. Nice. So they did. And all for the last 2 or 3 weeks, I have been biting my tongue. Almost bit it off. Because Brenda and Heather, our friends, Brenda and Heather, are going to have a Star Wars line come out at the end of the week. Yep. And the only reason I knew about it is Jennifer. We used to sit there. She was making a shawl with it. So cool. But I didn't know if I could say anything, so I've been keeping it quiet. So Star Wars lovers, look out. And Vera Bradley comes out. Did you look
Yeah,
at that?
I did.
Yep.
Yes.
Vera Bradley's coming out with Star Wars things, but that's not available until the end of the week, so don't even bother looking. Because then it'll be all gone, because I'll have bought it all by then.
I think you're going to set your alarm for midnight.
I am. So I get on, and so I can be the first one to get on before the
Yep.
website crashes and everything. So,
What are you guys working on? Anything fun? And I don't know about you guys, now that it's finally starting to be spring and summer, I don't get to knit as much. The days are longer here. I get to go row more, so I'm a little more tired and rather be outside than knitting. So it takes me forever to get anything done. Hence why I'm still working on this Muscleberg hat. What about you guys?
Yeah.
Except maybe South Africa. It's probably going into winter there, right? So you're probably
they're
getting
on the
ready.
other side.
Yeah, you're probably
they're
getting ready.
ready to do more. They're probably gathering
Shorter
up there.
days.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they're gathering up their knitting. I like to read in the summer because I like to sit outside.
Yeah, so do I.
And I just like to sit and read as much. I have to admit, I don't knit as much in the summer.
Yeah, that. And,
yeah. And I like to, and I watch Mikey cut the grass.
Good job, Mikey.
Yeah.
keep going.
I just sit there and watch Mikey cut the grass. So, he looks so silly. It's this tiny little lawnmower that barely goes through a gate. So that's 36 inches, right? And my husband's a big guy. And he sits on this thing with his hat. It looks like he's just sort of strapped in.
Oh my gosh, too cute.
What was meant for me, but then, he ended up taking it back. So, yeah, he walked it the other day because he wanted the exercise.
He did a push.
Yeah, he did a push because he wanted the exercise. And I'm like, the Monon's right down the street.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Ride the mower and walk the Monon.
Walk the Monon. I said, you're far better off. So
well, he was multitasking.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Not my husband. He don't multitask. So anyway.
Well, when it came to mowing the lawn and getting his exercise.
Yeah, I guess
it was either that or maybe the writing one needed gas and he didn't want to go pay at the pump
right
for that.
More like we haven't gotten it out of the shed yet.
Oh, the rider?
Yeah, it's still sitting in the shed. He has to get it out. He figured when we get back from vacation. Oh, big news. My car's done.
Is it?
It went into production on Monday, and on Thursday they sent me a picture of it. It's all painted, all the interior. They're doing the final inspections. It'll be shipped sometime next week. It'll get here when we're gone.
Do you want me to go pick it up for you? Drive
Yeah.
it, make sure it's okay?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, one of us could go get it for you if you want.
I'll pick you up in the airport in it.
Yeah, you can sign the bill for it. Yeah. So, yeah, I was
Well,
so
I could
surprised.
sign your name.
Yeah, it's good enough. Yeah.
Nobody checks anymore, so.
Yeah, you're right. They really don't.
No, they don't.
They don't check at all, I'll tell you. I wrote out, we have savings bonds from forever ago that I've been cashing in to help pay for the car. And
did you bring more in to somebody this last week?
yeah, I did.
Oh, did you get?
She was really nice about it. There were two tellers, and I signed them all, and the other girl took it in the back and did it on the computer in the back. So I didn't really hold anything up. But by the time I got to the 26th one, the 20s, my handwriting was like, whoa.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so she didn't say anything. They took the stack and they bound it together, and she ran me out a whole big printout of all the interest and everything.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool. So that was really nice. The next batch probably will go in on Monday. I have to get them all.
She's only got about 50,000 of these things that,
yeah. Well, that was the thing at work back in the 70s and the 80s. They all, and he worked for the government. He worked at Naval Avionics, so that's exactly what they told you to do. So you bought, you invested in what you were supposed to invest in, and nobody really did stock market stuff back then as much either 40 years ago.
No,
because they were
unless it was with the company that you worked
for. Yeah, or something on that order.
Yeah, because like my dad worked for IBM, so he bought IBM stock.
So I'm reading the comments. So Lisa is working on a cool test knit shawl.
Nice.
Okay, it's based on the Wizard of Oz. But Jeanette is saying hi from Perth, Western Australia.
Hi.
The most isolated city in the world. Hello.
Oh my gosh. Perth really is out there.
Is it? I've never been.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, thank you.
So how did you find us?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah.
I can see it now. People turn on YouTube. Give me something crazy.
Yeah, right.
Flock Around the Table pops up. Well, if you're a flocker,
right.
that's how it works.
If
just
you're
give
a
me a
flocker,
flock.
you know that That's what's going to happen with us.
Yeah. So this week it's not a busy.
What is that hat thing pattern there?
Oh,
That's new, isn't it?
New. This is
I want to see that.
Woolly worm head.
That looks really cool.
Look at that, guys.
Isn't that neat? That's one of their newest woolly worm head hats. Isn't that kind of fun?
That is fun.
Yeah, and this is a slip stitch.
Uh-huh. So
Fun.
it looks harder than it really is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. People think, oh my gosh, how did you do that?
How did you do this? And this is just knit purl all the way
Nice.
up and neat.
Yeah.
So I thought
Oh,
that
yeah.
might be one of my options. I was kind of thinking
I
maybe
like it.
Knittorious Amy might be good with this because Knittorious is
Yeah.
kind of inspiring.
Looks
I
could
like
be fun.
that.
I'm taking.
But isn't Notorious Amy the yarn, not Amy herself? But isn't that it's not a solid color?
No.
So
I probably
you
need
probably want to do a solid color for that.
Yeah. No,
Because otherwise you're probably going to lose it. You're going to lose the
that's
texture
true.
of it.
The spirally part
Yeah.
of it. That's a good idea. I am going to take Notorious Amy and I'm going to do my limp thumb mitten
Yeah.
while I'm gone. So at least I have my mittens going for Notorious Amy. when I see
Notorious
them.
Amy, for those of you watching that don't know, she is an actual person that is on Instagram. And she comments here every once in a while. I don't see her on right now, but they also named a color Notorious Amy at Leading Men Fiber Arts. So that's what she's talking about, the colorway from Leading Men.
Notorious Amy they had a picture in a really pretty sweater. I should get the pattern. And her sleeves were her color. It turned out really, really nice.
So if you don't follow her on Instagram, you should.
Yes.
Notorious, like knitting, N-I-T, K-N-I-T, sorry.
So what's that
Amy.
over there?
Yeah.
Well, okay, one more thing. So you have to write a thank you note to YouTube. That's how our friend Jeanette found us. A recommendation from YouTube.
Thank you, YouTube.
Well, there you go.
Thanks. I didn't know we had any friends at YouTube. I didn't know YouTube I didn't know that YouTube had people. I thought it was just YouTube.
It was an algorithm. So if she watched knitting podcasts, it would pop up. But I'll still send a thank you to the algorithm that sent you an invitation.
There you go.
So guys, this is
So you gotta remember, I have dementia, guys, and these guys don't believe me, but it's there.
this is the zigzag pattern.
Look at this. How fun is that?
And so you can see I messed up a couple of times. I was gonna, well, whatever. I'm just
No,
gonna leave it.
She doubled a row on the bottom and then thought, I'm not ripping back. I'm just gonna incorporate that into the pattern.
I think that's an amazing idea. I thought that was part of it.
So then at the other end, it'll mirror that.
Oh, how nice!
So the yarn looks like this. Can you guys see this?
Look at this! Look at how fun.
Okay, so this is a Lolo Did It color. I'll let you know what the colorway is later in the comments. This is from a dyer in Budapest. Billiam, I believe her name is. Fabulous. I was in Budapest a couple of years ago and I'd been following her on Instagram. And my coworker, he was so well trained. He's like, hey, Colleen, before we go to dinner, I found a yarn shop for you.
Nice.
So we walked.
It's so good when you got them trained like that.
So we walked to this yarn shop, and lo and behold, it was this dyer who I'd been, stalking on Instagram because I was like, oh, maybe we'll have to find her dyer or find her studio somewhere. But anyway, so I didn't have to. Love it. But I think we were talking about this last week or the last time I was on. Those patterns or those projects you have that you really don't like, but you want to do it because it's going to be cool, but you don't really want to work on it. That's this one for me, right? Like it is super cool, but I actually have to pay attention.
Yeah, you have to pay attention on like every row.
On every row for every repeat. So, I started this a long time ago and I'm just like, nah.
So this is a long time whip.
Yeah.
With doggy hair built in.
But I really like it.
Yeah.
I really like the pattern, but I can understand. Yeah, it's not one of those like this where I can watch and just keep going. And do your thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And this is really cool. I love how that.
She did a good job.
Yeah.
And I think it'll look really neat when I'm done. So in 10 years, I will post some pictures. on Instagram, and you know what it looks like.
And then I will have dementia because I'll be almost 80. So
And I'll be
then
done my 10-stitch blanket then too.
either that or what we need to do is we need to start sending it around. Like back in when COVID started, we did we did a cowl and we sent it around. So maybe with your 10-stitch blanket, we need to start sending it around with a chunky yarn.
Yes.
So that excuse me.
I got that here, by the way.
You do? I want to see it. Show them. Everybody see this blanket. It is really cool.
Yeah, and I have plenty of yarn to finish the.
We all had
the
the coffees today.
Yeah, well, you guys know my reason for it. So.
Oh, sorry. Here's her blanket. Look at this.
10-stitch.
So it's a 10-stitch blanket, and it's knit out of what is it? Steel? No,
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge out of Michigan. They're all. I can't even talk today, guys.
No,
Crazy
it's crazy yarn.
Crazy
It's called
yarn.
crazy yarn from Stonehenge.
Their middle ends were woven together. So each skein looks a little bit different. This is like a mega skein. I think this is 2 or 3 wound together.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is so cool. Look at how neat
So
this
one of
is.
my dear friends donated a lot of yarn to that. And so I really appreciate it.
It's getting a
Miss
good
Karen.
size.
Yeah, it is.
Look at. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Oh my gosh. 10 stitches.
So it's 10 stitches on the needle at a time. So for those of you that need to keep track of what you're doing or feel like you're accomplishing something, this is 1 row, 10 stitches. So if your goal that day is to knit 5 rows on a project, start this. You know, get it done in like 2 minutes.
You can have your 10 rows done in no time.
But the difference is yours is always 10 stitches.
Yes, it's always 10
Sue's
stitches.
fiddle bit, it's
Well, mine's decreasing now, so it's getting smaller and smaller each time.
well,
So
that's
it's
good.
better now. It's two corners, 2 sections shorter each row.
Mm-hmm.
So
are any of you guys coming to the race at the end of the month or doing the mini marathon on Saturday? I'm not, but
I'll be there.
she'll be there.
for what?
She'll be at the race.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Did you guys hear this?
No.
Okay. So Carb Day. Okay. So for those of you who aren't here, Carb Day, right now it's just kind of like a big party festival at the Speedway. It's the Friday before the race. They always have a concert. So this year there's some bands. Okay. Like, 12-year-old Colleen is really excited. Rick Springfield.
you're fangirling out big time. Rick
Are you
Springfield.
serious?
And actually, I think I was 6 when Jesse's Girl came out.
And
then-
Jesse's girl.
And then Sebastian Bach from Skid Row.
Nice.
Do you remember? I
Nice.
used to love his hair.
Sebastian
Oh my
Bach.
gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
So
you know that he was Jesse's girl was on General
yeah,
Hospital.
he was.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of reason why I watched it because he was on it. He
Uh-huh.
was
And
cool.
so when I was in 8th grade, I had the biggest crush on Sebastian Bach of Skid Row.
Oh
And
no.
I was supposed to make my confirmation. And so I chose Sebastian as my name. And my mom was so pissed. So then I said, you know what? I'm not doing it, right? I'm not doing it.
But I'm not doing it.
And then,
I'm just not doing it.
decades later, I find out that Saint Sebastian is the saint of all athletes. So it actually
You were
wa-
what it
It was hello. Come on.
Mom,
You were so
ruined
right.
it.
All
Yeah,
along.
you
You
were
were so right.
You
all
were
along.
so ahead of your schedule and so ahead of your
I
time.
had no idea. See,
Mhm.
12-year-old
That's
Colleen was
amazing.
pretty smart.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my
Jeez,
gosh.
that's amazing.
Even though you were doing it after Sebastian Bach. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
So then, I told this story over the years. I remember an old friend in California, his sister had chosen the name Roxanne as her name
Oh.
because of the Police song. That
Roxanne.
song was about a hooker or a sex worker or something like that. Like, that's so much worse.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Right? And then my cousin, he picked a name so that his initials would spell some word or something like. So anyway, yeah, we're very religious in my family.
Oh boy, you really got it together.
That's about as far
I'm
as I
telling
know.
you, that's amazing. That's
Yeah,
too
well,
funny.
we don't have much for silly names in our family, but we do have like the succession of senior, junior, the third, and so my oldest brother is born, he got the third. Then my next brother, they thought, well, we'll keep the initials the same.
Mm-hmm.
So because the others were WWB, they made his initials WWB. And then I came along, and
Your name's not Wilma.
no, but my mom's was CWB, and then everybody else in the family was WWB. So because my middle brother's name
Are you
was
related to Bush, like Herbert
Wait.
Walker Bush? And
no Brooks. Brooks is my maiden name, so I always said I was related to Garth growing up.
oh, that's smart.
Yeah,
I like that.
So
If only.
my middle brother's name is Wade Wright, WRIGHT, for his middle name. So he's still a WW. They wanted to name me Wendy Wrong. So I would be a WW as well. Wade Wright, Wade Wright, and Wendy Wrong. Oh my God.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
Oh,
right?
That is hilarious. Oh gosh, I've got tears.
Instead, I'm a Susan Jennifer. Thank God.
Oh my
No,
God.
why? I'm calling you WW.
Hey, Wendy Wong.
No, it should be W squared. Like, let's
yeah,
make it
yeah,
W
like
squared.
W squared. Yeah, that's good.
I'll answer to that.
No.
Yeah, because she's a math kind of person anyway. So she's got that going anyhow. So,
But Wade Wright and Wendy Wrong.
all
Yeah.
right.
That's funny.
Well, what are you going to do with us? I'll tell you, we're just going to have to keep
Throw us
hanging
away.
here. Look forward to us. Now, next Sunday's Mother's Day.
Yeah, we may take next Sunday off.
I'll be floating.
Keep your eyes tuned.
She might if she gets somebody, because this one will be on the water.
She'll be on
unless
the
it's
water.
raining.
It would
But
just be,
she'll be on the water if it's raining. If it's
yeah, as long as the winds aren't bad.
yeah, as long as the winds aren't bad. Hello, she's on the water. Like it doesn't matter if it's raining or not. It's just if it's really
I
windy
don't
or
go to the
super
beach
cold.
if it's raining. I don't
I'm
care.
not sun.
She's
I'm
not
working
sunning.
out.
She's working out.
Oh.
She's not worried about her hair getting wet, for crying out loud.
It's either rain or sweat.
You're right. It's a little bit better if it's rain because
Yeah.
then it's not going to drip into your eyes and sting
And
your eyes.
burn.
Right,
Yeah.
and burn.
Okay, and you'll be at the race. Are you going to be at the mini on Saturday?
No.
So you're not going
No.
to be working the mini?
I had one client. He was going to do the 5K.
Okay.
So I wrote him his training plan. And then life happened. His brother got sick. He had to go to North Carolina and help him, which is the awesome brotherly thing to do. And then, so he didn't do any of the training. He's like, do you think I should do the 5K?
Sure.
And I said, no.
I would.
Because what I was going to do was I was going to go with him. I was
Okay.
going to surprise him and run with him.
Uh-huh.
But since he's not doing, it would not be good. Because I want
Oh.
him to like to exercise.
Sure.
So
Sure.
I put my coach hat on and said, no, I don't think you should do it. Let's pick another one.
Okay.
Some other people, I'd probably be like, get your ass out there and go. Don't
Yeah.
care. But,
The last time I did it was 2013. I haven't done it since then.
yeah. So,
It's not bad. The only thing is, and the fun thing about it is you get to go on the track, right? But the bad thing about it is you're on the track.
it's hot.
No
The
shade.
Surface
I mean,
is hard.
and it's angled because we're not really.
Well, you're supposed to be going really fast, like the Roadrunner. Then you need the bank.
That's where I messed up.
Yeah. But sure, you need that bank on the curve if you're like
When
speedy,
you
like,
go in, you're on the
Roadrunner.
actual track, but then you go on the little side road
Yeah.
that takes you. But
uh-huh.
you do cross the bricks, so you get to stop and cross the bricks like everybody else does.
Yeah.
Some people stop and actually kiss the bricks and things like that. Not me, man. I was like usually not doing that.
Young yarn girl Lisa is going to be in Carmel visiting her mom.
Where does she live now?
I can't remember. Where are you now, Lisa?
Well, Zionsville's not that far away from Carmel.
I should know it. I should know it. I'm terrible. I should remember, but she has dementia and I'm getting old.
Yeah. I'm passing on. It's contagious.
It's contagious.
Then I might not be here next week.
So, Okay.
Well,
that's
if Lisa,
all.
if you want to come to Zionsville on Mother's Day, bring your mom and we can podcast live together.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
fun.
Contact me.
Contact.
Send me an email, flockaroundthetable@gmail.com.
Yeah. She'll be here. I'll be on the ship. I'll send a picture.
here.
I'll send a picture. Sort of like,
Oh, she's from Colorado.
Oh,
I was going to say Texas, but I knew that wasn't right.
okay. We do have a lot of Texas people.
We do have a few Texas folks.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. And Canada folks and South Africa, Meg.
And Winnipeg. Last week we had somebody from Winnipeg.
Did
That was so exciting. My mother just thinks
watching
that's
from
so
Mitchell,
great.
Indiana.
My mom just thinks that's
Cindy.
so cool.
That
All these people from all over.
yeah.
Actually,
It's kinda cool.
watching. She said, "Yeah." She even looked at me and she said, "I didn't think you were that interesting."
Not that
We're
interesting.
not.
If you're not a knitter,
No.
we're not that interesting. So obviously I haven't worked on my sweater much except for while we're sitting here, but
I
yeah.
still love it.
I love it.
I might just make it a crop top and give it to you.
Okay.
Because you could pull it off.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I've gotten, a couple of things around. I think I've done way more on my corner to corner than this.
The only thing is, I would offer to take it with, except it would be a size 2.
But
by the time I got
you're
done.
not allowed to. You're not allowed to knit on myself. I'll give you crochet projects to work on. That's fine, but not knit.
Not knit. No.
What was it that you knit on for me? Was it one of the muscle? I pulled it out because I was like, "What the heck?" Like I gotta pull this out
And
Fix
redo
this.
it.
I did. We were at the shop, and you're like, "Here, knit on this," and I said, "Okay." So I did it, and sure enough,
I was like, "Yeah."
it was
no.
like it went like this, and she's like,
No.
"No, okay, we don't ever ask her again to do that." So anyway, okay, it's all I got.
Yeah, I don't have anything else. I will promise to try to have a finished corner to corner because then I'm gonna start a new blanket. I want to finish my corner to corner because I have a new blanket in mind.
You do another
do.
crochet.
I haven't decided if I'm going to crochet it or knit it.
I would like to try and figure out a 10-stitch crochet blanket
There's probably one.
where we slip to that, like you would slip to this and then do your 10 and then come back and slip to it and then do a
Okay,
round.
I'll see if I
See
can.
if we can do
I
something
can see if I
like
can't
that.
come up with
There's
something.
probably something else out there.
No, I'd like to try and make it up myself and pretend like I actually did that.
I have a thing though. One of the things I am going to get to, hopefully this summer, I want to do, like you said, I didn't see her, but now after looking up the patterns.
Oh yeah, the patterns of the
Of
granny
granny
square cardigan.
cardigan. I've
Oh,
got
I have
to
to
do one.
do it. Have to
to
do it.
one.
I have to do it.
I have to totally do it. So, all right.
All right.
Flock this week. Mini marathon on Saturday. If you're in Indianapolis, look out. They do all this traffic stuff, so don't go downtown. Stay safe. Knit. Ding, crochet. Eat coffee. Drink coffee. Eat regular meals. Take your vitamins. Brush your teeth.
Get more sleep than I do.
Just be nice to people.
Yeah. Yeah, people are getting crazy out there, so just be nice to everybody.
And then wait a minute. And the stream is right.
It's not a damn button.
It's not a touchscreen, Deb.
Bye, guys.
I do this all the time. I told you I'm a crazy. Now I have to go here.
Every week we tell her it's not a touchscreen.